Alright, welcome back everybody to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles! Hydrocity Zone, or Hydro City, whatever the hell it is. So, it turns out there's actually something you can access right over here by climbing up. You just go through the stage a different way. However, I don't really know that way very well, and I do have things I want to get, and those being emeralds. And I want to get as soon as possible. So I'm not going to be taking that path. I'm going to be taking the path I'm more familiar with. It's nothing that exciting anyways. But you can skip through this level pretty much in its entirety just by climbing on and, just like climbing on crap, basically. Don't let those green piranhas touch you, by the way. Hug. I managed to pass up the thing I was looking for over there. I think I did. It's been a while since I played through the stage properly. No, I was supposed to practice it earlier this night. Stop making breath sounds. Shut up. Yeah, wasn't there supposed to be a spring that led me up here? Whatever. Oh, oh. God, that is surprisingly hard to control. It'd be even harder if I was hypersonic, but still. Thankfully, Knuckles never gets as hard to control as hypersonic. Nobody ever gets as hard to control as hypersonic. Because nobody has that sheer amount of acceleration he does. Damn it. So it turns out, when I'm playing as Knuckles, I absolutely hate Hydro City for some reason. I don't know why. You might have noticed that item monitor for this bubble is actually red instead of blue. Because I can climb, I can actually just get right the hell out of here. Well, I can just get right the hell... No. I can just do this so I don't get out of here, so it doesn't matter if I, let's hit that checkpoint or not. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know why, but I really don't like Hydro City when I'm playing as Knuckles. Maybe it's just when I'm trying to collect all the emeralds, which is always. Because this place is really easy to get through. If you, at least the first act is, if you just glide over friggin' everything, and climb over everything. I guess it's the temptation having to resist that. When I want to get all the emeralds that takes me out, I don't know. I actually don't have anything that I plan to say during this particular act of Hydro City, so... Well, I'm suddenly saying Hydro City instead of Hydrocity. I just thought Hydrocity sounded better. But yes, I don't have anything in particular I want to say, so I'm just talking about random crap this time around. So what I say throughout this playthrough is choreographed to some extent. I mean, I'm recording live commentary, but... For the most part, I've figured out what I'm going to say and when, just so I manage to get everything said in an orderly manner, and have some entertaining things to say throughout the entirety of the playthrough. But for this particular act, that does not apply. So, because Knuckles is red, certain blue things are actually red, because Knuckles uses a different palette. So, for example, his name is red, and those little dashy-looking, red things on that result screen that are normally blue, are in fact red this time around. Now, a lot of people made the amazing mistake in no special stages, actually, of just running straight into a red sphere the first time I played all these special stages of Knuckles. Which I think I originally did too, I don't remember, it was a really long time ago. And of course, you freaking read instructions, that's not an issue. But why would we ever do that? Oh man, this was back in the video game era when people were actually expected to read instructions. I just now realized that. Times have changed. Ow! QPV. And I haven't pointed this out yet, but Knuckles' fists, should they actually go into contact with anything, yeah, while he's gliding, will actually damage things. So you can actually kill enemies with that and whatnot. Oh god, don't do that. And it even applies when he's sliding, which is quite useful. So you just slide on the ground right into an enemy and it'll knock him out for you. You may have also noticed that Knuckles, unfortunately, well, fortunately or unfortunately, doesn't get to use active abilities for his shields. Wait. No. Screw platforming. I'm actually able to just glide instead of, I should be fine with what I have. I'm able to actually just glide instead of having to bounce up and down if I try to do anything in midair when using this particular... Wait, what? Oh crap, I didn't mean to go through here, damn it! Huh? I'm kind of confused, actually. How do I do that? Yeah, I wanted to go through this way. Down here, so I could get the, giant ring. Yep, see, I guess what takes me off about Hydro City so darn much is that I managed to get kind of lost trying to pick up all the, rings, or all the giant rings, since I can't figure out, for some reason I have serious difficulties, even though it's pretty short and simple, I've occasional serious difficulties, figuring out which paths are where, and subsequently, or to, attain the various giant rings. Yeah, like, what the hell? How did I end up on the top path right there? I just missed that giant ring. Don't look at me, Eggman. I'm gonna be pissed. Okay, thank you. I got confused. I took the bottom path. How did I end up on the top? Probably because I had Knuckles climb on stuff. God damn it. Like, I only remember locations of 7 emeralds, too, so... The one that I accidentally, Knuckles can't jump all the way over that enemy. That pisses me off! Well, it makes that boss so much harder. Because you can't jump over things. Bosses are way harder as Knuckles. There's some bosses that you just can't hit like you could with Sonic. Am I gonna drown? No, apparently not. Okay. Well, good. Punch! Yeah, I don't have to spin dash into those things, thankfully. Now, another example of level design just hating Knuckles is, for some reason, if you manage to spin dash the wrong way on one of these slopes as Knuckles, it'll just straight up kill him. You'll just glitch into the floor and die. I don't know why that is, but it is. And has killed me a number of times, actually. Oh. He gets through certain parts of this level a lot more easily, or at least in a much more impatient manner now that you can climb up walls. Oh crap, I may end up getting, that last Chaos Emerald a little bit late. Because I don't... Actually, I forgot to make it... make it save state Hydrosity, so I guess I should do that now. But, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to pick up that last Chaos Emerald. Crap. So I can just look it up and do that later, because I'm going to be recording. I intend to be collecting all 7 of those Chaos Emeralds tonight. Yay, 3D view. Anyways, I don't know what was I even wanting to say here. Yeah, so, I was talking in the last episode, actually, at one point about how There are actually certain little peculiarities you might notice throughout the game, but god damn it. Either it lagged out or I screwed up or something, because it seemed like you might notice certain peculiarities, particularly some sort of gameplay and story segregation when playing through the game as Knuckles. For example, he was the one who hid all of the Chaos Emeralds, why does he have to look for all of them again? Well, what... Okay, let me just start over. You might notice that if you have a particular sense of detail, you might notice that some explanations that I have given that happen to be official explanations of certain story things in the series involving Knuckles, or at least of this game involving Knuckles, you might notice that they don't always coincide with what goes on in the gameplay of Knuckles' side of the game. For example, why does Knuckles have to look for all the Chaos Emeralds and collect them, when he was the one who stashed them in these special stages in the first place? Well, the answer to that would be, at least what I imagine this to be... Oh, god damn it. I may have screwed that up really badly. Okay, no I didn't. Basically, the idea is, I'm pretty darn sure, I'm going to be showing you more and more evidence for this whole thing later as time goes on, but it seems pretty clear that Knuckles' story actually takes place after Sonic's. Because of that, the idea is that I have that, basically, Knuckles, after Sonic, went Super, and all that fun stuff. Sorry, I'm just being quiet now. But, of course, pretty much every time Sonic uses, the, Chaos Emeralds in some special way, some plot-relevant way, and they just disperse afterwards and have to be found again. I'm guessing that that's what happened here, and thus Knuckles has to look for them again if he wants to have them all. As opposed to, as opposed to, I don't know, Knuckles just having to look for the things he hid, because it doesn't really make much sense. But yes, I'll be showing you plenty of stuff as to why one might expect that Knuckles' story comes up. Why so many water shields? Why Knuckles' playthrough of the game comes after Sonic's. An example would actually be something I showed you much earlier on. On Angel Island, the background, instead of being water, is actually the sky, implying that the island is in the sky. The reason Angel Island would be airborne again would be because Sonic and Tails remedied it not being airborne at the end of their own story. Which did indeed happen. What? That happened? How'd I... Oh, this is missile hit me. By the way, do be aware of these pillar things that can actually crush you. Fuck, how? I was moving away from the spike. I hate the hitboxes for those things so much. Damn it. There's a water shield right there, actually. I'd very much like to have that. Let's say I don't have to worry about breathing stuff, not really because I need it for protection. Ring. Oh, I get so tired of these things. Just playing through the same social stages so many times. I've played through all of them at least like 8 times now. Which of course I'm sure some people respond to by saying, well, I played through it a lot more, which I'm sure plenty of people have. I do get quite tired of it myself. I don't find out much enjoyment in the special stages. And part of it might just be the added stress because I'm trying to commentate at the same time. Just making this whole thing a lot more pretentious because I need to try to talk about random crap at the same time as not freaking out and keeping my cool, trying to collect spears basically. Oh wait, there we go. And it gets easier and easier with practice, so it doesn't mean it becomes more and more fun with practice or anything like that. Okay. Now, something to note, you have no reason to do this. You can, if you want to, you can actually just climb all the way up here. Up on this bridge, but that actually qualifies as backtracking, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to go this way. Oh no! So normally this is where Knuckles would break this bridge and make you go down. Because for Knuckles you can just say, screw you, and go through the wall. And access yet another Knuckles only portion of the level. So actually, it turns out that, I don't think I ever explained this. Sonic 3 and Knuckles allow you to do something that you couldn't normally do in Sonic & Knuckles or Sonic 3. That being playing as Tails and Knuckles in levels that you normally don't play them as. This, Sonic 3 and Knuckles allows you to play as Knuckles in the Sonic 3 levels, as well as Tails in the, Sonic & Knuckles levels. Now, it's kind of obvious at some points that the Sonic & Knuckles levels definitely weren't made for Tails. I won't really get to show that off, but there are certain bugs and whatnot that are occurred by Tails' flying ability that aren't exactly difficult to make happen, make kind of obvious. But let me see. It just kind of makes you fall. Now normally I just like not really climb any higher, but the game actually makes you fall. It's pretty awkward. Right. This boss sucks so much more as Knuckles because you can't just jump up and hit him like you could normally, before. You actually need to use the bombs. Well, I think you might have had to do that with Sonic too. I don't think you could actually reach Robotnik when he's at its highest. Still though. I recall this fight just being a lot more known as Knuckles. I don't know. There are some fights though where you actually have to use special tactics to be able to hit the boss, because Knuckles can't jump high enough on his own power. I like that when he hits that time around at least. No. I think it's sucked into the friggin' blade. Yeah. You can stand on that pillar as it's going down and jump in hit the boss with it, but come on. There we go. Look. And finally, that is going to be the end of this episode of Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I'll see you guys next time in Marble Garden. Unlike last time, I actually have things to say, so maybe it won't be so much as a right. Bye!